it. Hi everyone.
Hello.
We should be live now. I'm gonna refresh. Yep, we are.
We are live.
Yes.
My phone just alerted me. Top Clack is live.
Ooh, nice phone. I got one too.
Noise.
You'll see us after the delay, but
A slight delay.
yes.
Let me pull up a thing here that I forgot to do. Oops.
It is quiet. Okay, I'll turn things up.
It's quiet. Shh. Quiet.
Quiet. Quiet.
Hello, Handrew. Hello, Tomic.
Andrew.
The Archdill.
Atomic 9.
How you guys doing?
We got some cool cats in the house.
We got all the ladies in the house.
All the ladies in the house.
All the single ladies.
It is going great, Archdale. How about you, buddy? Got off the Wizark. Ooh, nice.
Nice. Getting off the work is nice. Real nice. What have you been working on, Huey?
I just published the Plank review, and now I'm gonna be working on like 3 videos this weekend. Should be very exciting. I have like all the B-roll done, so it's basically just me sitting down and being a slave in front of my computer editing.
Yeah, the slave you are. You should just get another computer instead of upgrading yours to do rendering and stuff, so that way you can just do it on there and do everything else on a different one.
That sounds more expensive.
It probably is. What kind of video card do you have right now?
I have a R9 390.
How much are those?
Welcome to this instructional video.
They're not like
on how
super
to get a
expensive like the 1070s and stuff are from the crypto miners, right?
Yeah. My graphics card, I can sell it more now than what I bought it for. Why is the stream always
Nice.
quiet? I'll turn the volume up.
Turn it up again. Here,
Turn it up
I'm gonna
again.
shut up for a minute. I'm gonna listen to your stream. Hold on.
I just turned it up right now, so let me know, guys. Give me a mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2.
It is a little bit quiet, but it's not terrible. I'd turn it up a smidge more if you could.
A smidge more, you say?
Like,
Me or you?
I'm really
or both
loud
of
and
us?
you're quiet.
I am quiet. Am I less quiet? Hopefully, I'm less quiet now. You're very quiet, Huey. I know why I'm so quiet. Holy shit! For some reason, my system settings got me at 47.
Holy sh! That's loud.
Okay, testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
Are we good, guys?
I have 2 monitors. That's why you see me looking up and looking down. Hopefully, we're good. 1 up more smidge. That's just for me, I'm guessing. Hopefully, I turn myself up another smidge. Hopefully, that is enough smidges. If it is, I'm gonna put on some music. I'll send you the link if you want to listen along.
Yeah, send it to me in Discord. I'll probably listen to it later.
It's one of those sites where we listen at the same time.
Cool. Link it up, Bay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for a playlist. That is Naisu.
Right. Should we get started? Probably. Maybe.
I'm gonna turn you up a little bit
You
in
turn me up.
this program thing. How do I turn you up in this program? This program's weird.
Oh, WebEx?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little strange. Like, it's hard to navigate in it, but we can do things like this, which is really cool.
It says you're maxed out, so. Brandon is about 25% quieter. Can you turn
I'm just
yourself
gonna
up?
draw hard. Can I turn myself up?
Yes.
Let me see. Turn that off for a second. Where's the button? Audio. All right, how about that? Let's
Ooh,
see.
that sounds a lot better for me. I can hear you really
Yeah.
nice now. I'm sure
Yeah,
that'll
nice.
reflect for
Real
everyone else.
nice. Hey, baby. Hey, guys, how about this? It's nice. Haven't heard anything yet. You're about equal now. Sweet.
We're gonna listen to
Alright.
some, apparently it's study/sleep music.
That sounds terrible. I'm not gonna listen to that. Just
Okay.
kidding. Just kidding. We'll see what it sounds like.
It's pretty tranquil.
Where you putting that thing at?
I'll put it in the
Oh yeah. Okay.
thing. Just click that
Alright.
link. It'll ask
Put
you.
it in the thingy.
Yeah, you just click OK, and it'll give you a random generated name that won't matter, and you'll just be like, oh, there it is.
Sick. And it's. Oh my gosh, that's loud.
Yeah, I won't turn it down.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Yeah, I can't listen to that. I'll fall asleep. That's sleepy time music for sure. But that's cool. You can do your thing. I will listen to something over here. No worries.
Cool.
Boost the audio output. We can turn our speakers lower, not higher. Coda, you don't know what you're talking about. You need a better speakers. You can definitely turn them higher.
You can probably turn your speakers both ways.
Yeah, I would hope so. Otherwise, it would not be fun. If you can only turn it down, it's like, I don't know,
Okay.
problematic.
Well,
All right.
let's get to it.
Wow. All right, guys. So he can't hear us. Turn up your Twitch volume. You. All right. Anyway. Okay. So here we go. We did the castle last time. We kind of did a bit of a layered case last time. And we added a cup holder and a shot glass holder for, you know, for fun, for entertainment purposes. I was pretty tired last time, so I wasn't really with it. I removed the switch plate because it was all messed up, so I just took it out. And I'm just gonna make a new one if we need it this time around. So this time we're going to do the CNC'd case, which did over. Yes, actually no. It was really late before, and I was getting sick. So last time I was super tired and getting sick, so it wasn't fun for me at all. To answer your question, Coda 68. So this time we're gonna do a CNC'd case. I have some ideas for this, which I'm pretty excited about, and I think you guys will love. I did want to kind of cover some manufacturing things with you guys. One of them being, since we covered layer cases last time and I was really tired, I didn't really cover everything that I really wanted to, but so I kind of wanted to go over the layer case again with everybody, just briefly, and cover a few things. So we have a layered case here. And many of you, matter of fact, last time I even went to the Swill KB builder and I built a plate and I imported it in here and all that jazz, which is fine. Not a big deal for me. I can just make one from scratch here. But essentially, what I wanted to kind of let everybody know about was there's this problem that I see quite often with people who are making um, making their own plates, and they'll use this Swill KB builder to like um, go and they'll send it to someone like Big Blue Saw or something like that, and um, they'll get it and they'll say, "Oh my God, the switches fall right through it," or "Oh my God, the switches don't fit at all," or "Oh my God," any number of complaints, right? And the reason that happens is, I mean, I know that Swill has put in a value for kerf in his builder, which is fine. That is one way to do it, but the problem with that is you have to guess. You have to say, okay, I think the kerf is going to be this, or they're telling me the kerf is going to be this. And then it's problematic because what if it's not that? And then you get it, and then you're stuck with this plate that may or may not work. And actually, this is a really common problem for everybody. Like, if you're making a CNC thing for the first time, if you're designing anything for the first time, this is how it is. When you send something to a manufacturer and they don't have a drawing for it or a blueprint, they're just going to make exactly what it is. And if there's no tolerances put on this 3D model or 2D drawing or any of that, they're just going to be like, it's the right shape. Okay, send it out. Like, they're just going to send out something that's the right shape. So you really need to include things like tolerances when you send them something. Because if I send them a drawing that says this square hole needs to be within this tolerance and all 87 of them or 104 or whatever have to be within this tolerance, if I get it and it doesn't work and I measure the holes and they're the wrong size and they're outside of that tolerance, I can call them back and say, you are going to remake this plate for me within my specifications that I gave you, that you had ahead of time, that you were supposed to be making this to. That's what I paid you for. And so, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive to do it that way, but you're guaranteed to get the thing that you want. Instead of, oh man, I just realized I made this part of the bottom thing instead of the...
So actually, I have a bit of clarification. You explained kerf earlier. For those in chat may not know what kerf is. What is kerf?
Oh, okay. So kerf is when you're cutting something with a laser, like you would plastic or like acrylic or polycarbonate, which you probably wouldn't want to cut polycarbonate on a laser because it puts off fumes that are very dangerous, and you shouldn't do that. But like, or metal, the laser has what it is it comes down to a point like this. It has a lens and it focuses at a certain point. Usually that point is at the top. So you have the top of your material, then you have a V like this. This is where the laser will be focusing. And then beyond that, you have another section like this. And that's the section you're trying to account for, is depending on where they focus the laser, either at the bottom of the sheet or at the top of the sheet or in the middle of the sheet, you'll get this like almost like hourglass like thing. And so that's why you have to account for it, is because there's an angle at which the laser has to focus, and it'll actually heat up those other areas, but it's not focused there, so it takes longer to cut than it would the spot that's focused. So that's what kerf basically is. Yeah. So, is there anything else I didn't cover, Huey?
I think that was it for that part.
All right. Sweet. Well, I'm going to start what I was doing just a second ago. I forgot to do one thing. That's fine. So what I'm doing now is I'm recreating the plate because I need it for doing the CNC part, and it was all messed up at the end of the stream. If nobody was here last week, the end of the stream, the plate got really jacked up. Everything became diamonds, and I have no idea what happened. And I was basically like, I'm way too tired to figure this out. I have no idea what happened. We're just gonna leave it for right now. And Not I'll fix it later. And so this is later. I was gonna fix it this week, but then I was like, you know what? I want everybody to like be able to see this because it's not that hard. So that's what I was doing earlier. As I was pulling up the layout so that I could do this again. Hang on one second. I got a cough. Sorry about that. Okay. Oops. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to let's remake the plate real fast. Okay. How many down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 6 more. 19.05 spacing. Okay. And then 32. Here we are. Move those up a smidge. I didn't make my plate big enough last time. 3, 6, 7, yeah. Alright. That's fine. So I don't know what happened with last time, why everything turned to diamonds, but importing it with the builder didn't work out for me, so I'm not doing that again this time. Can you link Arctic Fox 27, the keyboard layout?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so then we're gonna link here. One at 19.05 inches. And if you guys haven't figured out by now, the standard dimensions for a 1-unit key is 19.05 millimeters or 0.75 inches. I know I just said 19.05 inches, but I lied. It's 0.75 inches or 19.05 millimeters. All right, calculator. We get history. Nope, not there. Okay. 19.05 times 0.5 unit keys. Plus 23.8125. Cereal bowl. A bird bath sounds cute. Sounds like something that Binge would want. But we are just going to... We'll see. We'll see what we're going to add. We got some ideas. We could add a moat because it is the castle keyboard.
I think we should add a moat.
So if you think we should add a moat, I mean, maybe we can like figure something out. Yeah. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 4 more. Alright. Pen holder. We had a chopstick holder last time. But we took it out because I forget why we took it out.
I mean,
but we took it out.
chopstick holder is essentially a pen holder as well.
That's true. That's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We had dual use.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna...
Ooh, a drawbridge?
Where's the drawbridge? We're in the drawbridge right now. This is the draw. We're drawing it right now. Drawbridge. Hew, hew, hew.
Huey, Huey, Huey.
Huey, 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 Huey. Okay. Let's this. Oops. Undo. Ooh, no. I want to copy. I want to link. The 1.75 U keys on the bottom row trigger you. Why do they trigger you? Coda 69 or 68? Hand cushion detachable. Maybe. People can buy those usually, so we might not add one. Okay. So then these are 1.5 U keys up the side, I think, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. So we need 19.05 divided by... No, it's 19.05 times 1.5. It's 28,575. And how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 more copies. You want to see someone benching the final product?
Ooh. Yes, please. Oh my goodness.
I mean, right now...
Someone make this layered case out of steel. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Come on. Just steel layers, right?
Oh, that's messed up, man.
Just get some scrap steel, you know? Let's get it stamped out.
Let's see here. I mean, yeah, that'd be... I don't know. You could. I don't know how much it would weigh. I could figure it out in here, but I'm not going to right now. Top Clack says, I usually don't like huge boards like this, but I also really like the idea of this because it feels less like a keyboard and more like a control station. Like, this is where I power up the Super Laser Mark II. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I really like this, and I almost actually... I thought about putting some kind of angled thing on the back, like with
toggle
screen
switches
or more buttons or
toggle
switches. Yeah,
switches.
something. Like, I thought that would be super cool to have something like that.
There should be a key that opens up a toggle switch that you have to toggle to turn the keyboard on. This is like...
And that's old school, but you'd have to actually talk to Gene and Jacob about that, but I think that's doable. They might actually be here. I can't see the viewer list, so you'll have to check and see if they're here and pull them out of
You
there.
know, with
Big
oh,
red
that's a big
button.
red button. Because with like what Brian said, you know, like, yeah, this is definitely a giant battle station where I would like demand the world to give me $1 trillion. Otherwise, I will blow up the moon or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I
$1
mean,
trillion.
$1 trillion. Okay, so I need to move this. I think half of a unit, right? To move it. No, half a 1.5 unit. Okay, 14.2875. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. No. Oh, because it wasn't lined up. Bozo. Hey, Bozo. If I line it up, that kind of helps. There. Now. Now we can move it. Alright. 15.2875. Toggle switches for a bunch of stuff. I mean, it'd be cool. Right?
Yes.
That's correct, I think? No, it doesn't look right. What in the world? Where's it coming off of? I hate this. Something's jacked up. Oh, it's measuring twice because I moved it. Okay. We're gonna do distance from point. Try this maybe. There we go. That looks right.
Ooh, Arctic Fox is a good idea. Do we have space for a trackball? There should be a mounting spot for the Elecom Huge.
We do not have space for trackball really though.
Yes, true.
Once we put the layout in here, I don't know what the space is between these two columns. Looks like it's maybe 1 unit. Is there a way I can measure that on Keyboard Layout Editor?
Yeah, there is. The answer is 1.25.
All right, thank you.
Between those sideways. Yeah.
Between the 2 rows in the center.
Yeah.
Sick. I like it. All right. And then I'll have to fix the bottom row when I'm done too, but that's okay. So, I need 1 copy. 19.05 divided by 2. I can put like formulas in here, but I just don't want to do it because I keep messing it up and I don't want you guys to see that I'm messing it up, so I'm just doing it over here in calculator.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's there, and then plus. Is that to center, by the way? That measurement?
No, it's edge to edge.
Edge to edge? Okay, cool. That looks legit. All right. Right? That looks right. Yeah, that looks right. Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweetness. Track point. I don't know. Track point, I don't know. We don't really have any plans for track point for this.
Where would we even source those parts?
That's part of the problem, right? So. Okay, so we're in the center. We need 4, 5. Yeah. All track modules are crap, says Hata, which is the man designing it. So he is the one who would know. Why is this bottom thing fucked up? Whatever. Okay.
I just added more volume, people. Is it better?
Added more volume?
Yeah, people are saying we're still too quiet. So
what if you added more volume? Gosh, you're at work still? That sucks, dude. It's only 8:30 though, so you know.
It's pretty intense. That's a Bay Area lifestyle.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You should get a job at a company that lets you work from home and stream at night on Fridays. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
You think you should do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But why male models?
I don't know. You can hear me and him. Let me go grab some water real quick.
Yay.
Some more tea while I'm at it too.
Okay, guys, while he's gone, let's all brainstorm ridiculous things we want to propose and add to this keyboard. I like the idea of a moat. I like the idea of toggle switches. I think we can take it to the next level, though. I don't know what that next level is, but let's find out. Can you guys hear his cat meowing in the back? Meow.
Shut up. I'll show you guys my whiny cat.
Yay.
Say hi to the people.
Hi,
Say
cat.
hello. Hello, my name is Omar. I cry all the time for all the reasons. I like to poop on the floor, and I pee on the floor too every time you clean the cat box. That's what I like to do. Yeah? Look over here. Look up there. Look. All right. Well, now get out of here.
You want to say hi? Now you want to say hi. Your cat is sweeter. Yeah, probably. No, this one's Omar, not Tortuga. All right. I'm just waiting for my tea. I'm going to go ahead and... Yay, poops outside.
Can you move your microphone on your boom closer to your mouth? Looks like that's gonna be the main issue. I mean, not ironically, but actually, like, just have it closer so when you talk normally, you're louder.
Yes, I can.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
Hold on. Say hi. He's just rubbing himself all over the microphone instead of saying hi. Ow! Motherfucker just bit me. Sorry.
Happens to the
I
best
want
of
to go
us.
feed him so he doesn't bite me anymore.
Meow. Meow. Man, that cat really likes to meow.
Sorry about that. I know, it's highly entertaining.
No worries.
Okay, let's... Alright, how's that? Is that better?
A little bit.
Alright. I just heard my teeth go off my thingy. A little bit better, or like how close does it need to be? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
5.
8, 9.
5 or 6.
Okay. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'll put it up against my mouth. There we go.
Yes.
Broke down and bought a Lilac M65. Should I pay the $15 to upgrade to the QMK PCB?
Only if you're
I
gonna
don't know,
use the
man.
extra QMK stuff. If you're just gonna like want to just change the keys around, then no, not worth it. That's what I think.
Not at the mercy of anyone. What does that mean? Not G10. What do you mean you're not at the mercy of anyone? Software is open and can't be removed. Is it a different like chip on there or something?
I don't think so.
That seems weird. I wouldn't know because we program all our stuff with open source software anyway. So,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh my gosh, you know what I can do? I just realized I can be really lazy here. This is sweet.
You're lazy. Oh, you can just copy and paste the other side and flip it, huh?
Exactly, yeah. I can just mirror
Ah,
it.
I got you.
You know what? I already have that there. Might as well do that. Okay.
That is some magic right there.
Yeah, that is magic. Oh, it's magic. I know. Blah, 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 blah. Oops. Point to point.
Now I should be able to click this thingy and mirror.
Just
I think that should work. We're gonna find out here in a second. Where the bleep can I get some brass plates made? I have no idea, dude. The place I use is really expensive, so you probably don't want to use them. I may have just broke it. I don't know what's taking so long.
Oh,
This
no.
should have taken like 3 seconds.
RIP your GPU.
RIP. Yeah. Actually, let me look at it. No, it's only 30%.
Although supposedly, you know, speaking of GPUs, NVIDIA GTX 1080s and 2080s and 2070s were allegedly launching in July.
Nice. Here. While we're waiting. Shake it a couple times here. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't want to break it because I haven't saved it recently, so I don't want to scratch. Hugh. You broke it, you fool of a took. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't know what the hell I did. It's still cooking along though. It's doing something. Does the tea pouring sound nice? Huey?
Yes, it sounds absolutely wonderful.
Or does it sound like someone urinating?
Sounds like tea pouring. What? People just like randomly call at me for no reason. Like my door's closed. They know
Get
my
out of
door's closed. I'm
random
streaming.
channels.
Crazy life
Or
I
don't
live.
answer them. Come on, Huey. Jesus, you know better. I killed it, man. I don't know what's happening right now. And I'm really scared. Like, I'd have to redo it if...
Rip.
I might just have to redo it. You know.
What does your task manager say?
It's still working. It's not locked up or anything. It's
Well,
just working.
in before you just flip like the whole entire board and try to mirror itself.
Well, I don't know what I... Like, this has never happened before. I've never had this program lock up before. This is really weird. Green Label asks White Ren if it's worth it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm getting private messages.
Ooh. The most
Oh.
private of messages.
You need to ask that question in Twitch chat, Gene. So we can all see it. So I can answer it. Oh. Well, I think we're going to have to start this over, Huey.
Rip.
It's a good time.
Ripperoni.
Hold on a minute. Let me just go over here. And
The castle keyboard just got trebucheted. Yes, it did.
yes, it did. Thanks, Geo. Private messages just be funny. Yeah, they do. They're hilarious. Oh, it came up. It's alive. It stopped move. Oh, okay. Yeah, I flipped it the wrong direction. That's why it freaked out.
Ah. It moved. We're
See, I
alive?
flipped it up there. It was trying to like
invert
make
itself.
holes in nothing. So it's
Oh.
like, what do I do? I don't know. I'm freaking out. Oh my god. That sucks for me. All that time we had to wait. At least it didn't crash. I'm gonna save it now before I do this again. All right, I saved it. We're good. Yeah, this shouldn't take very long at all. Boink. All right. Oops. Point to point. All right, that was a good time. At least it didn't lock up. That SolidWorks would have just been dead. I would have had to kill it and restart over. It would have been
Ooh,
the worst.
that would have been bad news bears.
Okay, so let's try this direction then, I guess. I don't know. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning this program. Remember, this is new to me. A lot of this stuff is new. I'm learning what I'm doing. SolidWorks is not very solid, no. So Gene or Paraki asked me in private message. He said, "Hey, what happened to that sweet import of the Swill KB builder that you did last time?" And the answer to that is, at the end of last stream, something happened to it, and the squares became small diamonds. I have no clue what happened, but something with the imported DXF inside of the sketch like got screwed up somehow. I have no idea. I didn't change anything. So just doing it with the IntelliShapes is better because they're linked and I can resize them and move them around and like put things on them and stuff. So it's just better this way. I'm positive they won't move this way too. So yeah. I don't know why this is taking so long, because usually this is like seconds to do. I've done a mirror before with, I did it with something. I don't know. I did it with something, and it was pretty big. Oh, I did it with Kira, actually, and it mirrored fine in a matter of seconds, so. Let's just chalk it up to, I'm streaming, so it wants to do its own thing.
Sounds about right.
Yes, this is IronCAD. Not enough iron. Lots of iron, not enough GPU probably. I don't know. It's only using 37% of my GPU, so, and 15% of my CPU today.
Better than being pinned at 100.
It could be, I don't know, it could be the memory thing, because it's only using 70 megs of memory, so I don't know what the hell it's doing. It's just taking forever. So, whatever, we'll just wait for it. We'll talk. It's okay, we don't have to do this once, hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll have to do this one more time, that's it.
Well, while we talk, I have some great news, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, Top Clack's YouTube channel, we just hit 1,000 subs, so we're gonna have a giveaway soon, hopefully, is the plan.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for everyone who's subscribed. That's awesome. youtube.com/c/topclack. Yeah, we hit 1,000 subs. We are moving up at a pretty good pace. I think we are now eligible for monetization.
No, that's 4,000.
No, it's 4,000 hours watched, which we have, and 1,000 subs.
Nice.
So, I think we can apply for monetization now.
Sick. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How many subs you got on Twitchy?
I don't know. I could probably check though. Let me check that out. Right meow.
Not Geo asks if the giveaway can be a Top Clack t-shirt because he can't afford it. Which is interesting to me because he could afford to send you ketchup flavored potato chips, but he couldn't afford a t-shirt.
That's because your guys' warehouse charges $1 million to ship anything to Canada.
Have you tried to ship anything to Canada? I was personally sending T-shirts out for a while, and it was like $19 a T-shirt for me to send it out through First Class International, which is like the cheapest method of getting things internationally in a T-shirt bag, mind you.
It's okay. When I shipped him the food to him, I think it was like $45 for me to ship him a thing of food. But then I did ship it priority though, so he did get it in 2 days.
Yeah, the priority stuff is like more expensive, but it's not bad. Okay, so boom, I mirrored it. We're good. Check that
Ooh.
out. Except for now I need to fix the bottom row first.
Oh, yes, you do. Probably should have fixed the bottom row then flipped it, but that's okay.
I can just fix the bottom row and then flip the bottom row. We'll just delete some of these excess ones here. No big deal. Right, delete that.
White Ren, RAP, Man of Interest's YouTube channel. Actually, my personal YouTube channel still has more subs than the official Top Clack one. But it's also been like, I've been active on it more length of time, even though it's deactive now, than Top Clack's YouTube channel has been up. It's actually, Top Clack's channel is actually growing at a way faster pace than my personal one. Then again, I did stop uploading anything to mine because Top Clack.
Top Cuke.
But my personal one still has, for some reason, like 2,000, almost 2,000 subs.
Nice. Look at you go, girl.
I mean, I used to do a lot of reviews there before I switched everything over to Top Clack. I don't know if I should upload some of my old reviews to Top Clack. Pretty old. Some of them are actually bad.
Some of them are actually bad.
Yeah.
I believe it. When you first start doing stuff, you're really bad at it usually. I mean, most, like, not you, like as in you, but like in general, people. Like when I started doing design stuff, I was horrible at it, and now I'm like fine. But yeah.
I only have like 2 or 3 videos I would constantly move over. But
No, that one has to go too. Goodbye. Alright, I had one too many rows on the bottom too, I discovered when I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6, 3, 6. Yeah. Okay, now we have enough. Nah, we have enough of everything. Here we go. There are some things you just can't say, right? Like, what things can I say on Twitch? I don't know. Like, can I repeat things from chat, or will I get in trouble for that?
You could get in trouble for it, depending on what it is.
Do it then. I'm not gonna do it. So earlier, Dakota, you were complaining about the 1.75U keys at the bottom. Why were you complaining about that? I want to know. I want to hear an answer. An answer, as one of my math teachers used to say, who was from Mexico. He would always compare turkeys to chickens too. It was hilarious. And he'd say turkey, torki, and chickens, and torquis. He was pretty good. He was a pretty awesome teacher, but he was really hard to understand. Calculator, that's what I'm looking for.
Huh. I'm trying to find how many subs we have, which for some reason I can't find. But I do know Canada's
Bot.
the second most country that watches Top Clock is Canada.
Nice. Go Canada. Yeah. When in doubt, don't say it. Yeah, I know. It's what I did. I just wanted to ask him because, you know, I don't know. Just thought it'd be fun. Just thought it'd be fun to, you know. Okay. This bottom row is annoying to, like, put in here, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's 1.75 keys. Math again.
Math.
Gosh. $26.
Fudge.
Yeah, I square rooted somehow. I pushed a button and I square rooted my answer. I guess I could just look at history actually. Yeah. Get history right. Alright. So that should be 1U, 1.75U, and the next two are 1.75 units. Oh my gosh. Which will be link here 1 5 no 2 copies actually times 1.75 right, yeah. Right, sweet. And then do some more math over here.
Geo, did a cat just sit on your keyboard?
I hope so. That or he was like, square root? Oh man, I'm totally down with square roots. Plus. Oh, time. Oh, I cannot divide by 0. No, really? You think?
Wait, really? What? You can divide by 0?
That doesn't seem right. It seems awful far. Yeah. Should be half of that plus half. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. If it says it's right, maybe it's right. We're gonna find out right now.
What size is that supposed to be?
65.
That one's supposed to be 1.75.
Oh yeah, I guess it was right. Imagine that.
1.75.
Now 1U key. Here we go, Bay. 1 unit. Link here. Yeah, boy, we're almost done, everybody. Well, then we can just mirror it and be done.
Yes.
Exciting, exciting. 19.05 times 1.5 divided by 2 plus 19.05 divided by 2. It's 23. Should probably save some of it. I usually do this in English, so that's why I'm like having to calculate everything. All right, sweet. All right, let's just mirror it real fast. Bottom here. Don't need that one. 1, 2, 3. 4. Go. What the? All right. Here. Oops. We're gonna need to do 2 points. Point to point. so much gibberish and closed all my opened apps. Because you vacuumed your keyboard. Yeah, well, that's what happens, dude.
That's what happens.
What did you think would happen? You're like, I'm gonna vacuum my keyboard. I'm not gonna push any buttons. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Don't worry, guys. I got this. And then you realized that it would. I mean, I don't know how you could think it wouldn't. All right. Did I do it? Let's find out.
Did you do the thing?
Oh my gosh, I did it.
He did the thing, guys.
Amazing. Save.
Save.
All right, everybody. The switch plate is done. Didn't take us too long, right? It took us about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I mean, a little bit longer than normal. It'll probably take me about 30, 40 minutes or something normally. Maybe 30. But yeah, doing switch plates legitimately in these programs is not fun for anybody because, hey, you know. But the upside, I'll show you something cool. I worked on this week. It was, now I can do, I can add, let's see, if I select this and I go over here to, where's attachment point? And I can put this sweet little attachment point raw here.
Right there.
I'm going to go ahead and select it and then move it. So my Z axis is up and my X axis matches that of the part here. So Z and X are the same, Z and X over there. And then I should, wait, I have to name it. Almost forgot that part. I got so mad at making this, by the way, I ended up naming it this. I was just like, I constantly was naming it, and I was like, at the end of it, I was like, finally like, oh my god, really? So I named it that. So I have to create an attachment point on the part that I'm doing and the part that I'm bringing in. So I made this sweet little guy right here. And then it says, do I want to pattern this sweet switch that I just dropped in there? And the answer is yes, of course, I would love to pattern it. And then we wait a second, and
oh my
bam,
goodness, guys!
now have
look
an
at
entirely
this.
populated keyboard.
Look at this!
Yeah, look at this. This is super cool, isn't it? And the other thing I started working, I didn't finish it. I only have one U keycap, and they're not even like the real keycap model. But oh wait, this actually, sorry, I have to undo that because delete that. Where'd it go? Where's my switches at? They're right here. All right. I have to have one selected, so it puts it in the assembly. And then, here we go. Voila.
Ooh,
Keycaps.
Keycaps?
What?
What?
How disgusting is that, guys? Isn't that pretty cool? Now I can save it. Boom. Try and do that in SolidWorks. And tell me how that works out for you. It's going to work out pretty terrifically. You're going to spend a lot of time doing it. Believe me. I've been there. So, it took me 2 days to get this figured out, but I think it was pretty well worth it. I still have to do the keycaps, but I think it was worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and name this one switch plate. The box blues, I'm going to go ahead and just take all of this and put it in an assembly here so that I can hide the whole assembly, switches and keycaps all in one. We're going to call this switches. And so what I was working on too is being able to like have these switches in here. You wonder how hard it actually would be in SolidWorks. You have to align everything individually. It really sucks. So like, you can create attachment points in SolidWorks or something similar to attachment points in SolidWorks, but you have to do it for every single instance that you want to use it for. So they have these things called smart points or smart features or something like that. And they are a pain to work with because you can only use one. You can't nest them. So like what I wanted to do originally in SolidWorks was create uh, a pattern of these patterns, right? I have this H block here that's down here. I need to rename it, but this is the cherry cutout, right? So I wanted to create a bunch of these in a pattern like I did, and then save that off as like a plate, right? A a layout, and then pull it into parts as I needed it, and then populate it. Well, you can't do that because you can't have these parts nested on top of another part. So it just doesn't work. It won't let you. So it's really terrible. I hate it. So that's one of the reasons we moved to this. But so now this helps too with a lot of other things as well. So like, for example, when I'm doing bill of materials for things, it can be a real hassle because I don't do things all in SolidWorks or use placeholders. So if I wanted to do like, let's say for example, the bill of materials or parts list for the K-type, right? It's like I have to spec out the screw, make sure it's in the parts list. I have to make sure all the switches are in there, the keycaps, the magnets, I have to make sure every piece that needs to go with it is in that bill of materials. And I have to do it by hand. I can't just export what I have because it's not 100% accurate. Unless I make, 87 copies of something that, pretends to be a switch and it's not really there. It's just a placeholder for the bill of materials, right? So it's kind of a hassle. This is like, once I'm done, I can just make a parts list and it has everything in there. And I can even include like switch colors and part numbers and all that stuff. So it makes it super easy for me to do like a keyboard for production. Because that's the ultimate goal, right? For us is to make a keyboard for production. And so doing onesie twosie stuff is fine. Like if I had to make a dozen of a thing, like whatever, it's no big deal. We can just kind of do it, right? And kind of just wing it a little bit. But you don't want to make 2,000 or 3,000 of the wrong thing, because that would really not be fun.
I'm going to the restroom real quick. BRB.
Okay, you go use that potty. All right, so now we have this done. I'm going to go ahead and hide the switches. And we're going to hide the layered case because we are done with that. We are going to start on the CNC case. Bam. The fun one. The fun part. Okay, so CNC case. And this one is going to be... I'm actually unassemble this. Cancel one. Yeah, CNC case, switches, PCB, switch plate. Okay, sweet. Okay, so then let's see here. All right, so we're gonna take this guy here, the CNC case. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger here. Bloop. And go ahead and let's look at the top of it. And we're gonna make it a bit bigger so that we can, some design decisions that you're gonna need to make if you make your own keyboard or whatever are things like, how do I want to mount the plate to the PCB or the plate to the case or whatever, right? Or do I want to have a high profile thing, or do I want to have a low profile thing? So there's a lot of like things that you have to deal with. One of the things that we have to deal with here is we're doing hot swap switches in here. So we are going to have to mount the PCB either to the plate or to the bottom somehow so that the plate or the PCB doesn't move when you pull the switches out. If you pulled all of the switches out, you don't want that PCB moving around. um, because it could break, or if it's too far away from the bottom, it'll fall off, and then you have to take it apart to put it together. It's just not pleasant. So it's one of the biggest challenges that I found with hot swap is having to make sure you hold the PCB, because with a normal keyboard, you put the switches in the plate, and then you put the PCB on the back, and then you solder the whole thing together, and it's not going anywhere because there's 128 switches in there. They're all held into the plate. They're really not going anywhere. The only thing you might add is like an ESD screw somewhere. That's really the only thing that you would have to do to the PCB. So for the White Fox, for example, we mounted it on the outside edge so you can see the hardware, right? That's something that aesthetically, it's just something aesthetic, right? Like we could have put them underneath, or we could have, put a lip around the out. There's a number of things we could have done with the White Fox. Your dog is really cute, by
Yeah,
the way.
right. Thank you.
I've been thinking about it. Sorry, you got me off track now, because now I'm going to tell you, I've been thinking about getting a dog lately. I'm like, oh my gosh, I keep seeing these dogs everywhere. I miss having dogs. I used to have 2, and then they died. And I'm like, yay, no dogs. I can travel freely. But now I got kids, so I'm like, I can't go anywhere. Let's get some dogs. I don't know. So we were just talking about, I'll bring you up to speed real quick. I was just talking about different design decisions, and one of them, the one that we're currently at, we're starting the CNC'd case.
Cool.
And the design decision we have to make is, we have to make some exceptions, because we have to mount the PCB to the case or somehow to the plate, so that when we pull the switches out, because they're hot swap, we don't want the PCB going anywhere.
Right.
So yeah, so that's kind of like where we're at currently. So that's something to take into consideration. And then once you've mounted it there, do you have room to do other things? So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead.
It's a gasket mount the PCB along the side of the case.
What's that?
Let's mount the PCB on rubber gaskets on the side of the case.
Rubber gaskets on the side of the case. That sounds like something that Gene would hate. He would hate me for that. He'd probably kill me for that. Let's just, you know what? I'm gonna leave the switch plate. Actually, we're just gonna leave it there, but we're gonna not modify it at all. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's just throw up some designs here real quick. You guys throw out any ideas you might think. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna draw up the design I had in my head earlier today, and see what you guys think. And then if you guys want to add anything or change anything or do anything crazy or weird or anything like that, you just let me know and we'll look at it too. So we're gonna go ahead and add some blocks in here, because this is called the Castle keyboard, right? So I thought, what if, wouldn't it be cool if, let me give you a Google link. Hold on, so you guys can see. What if we made it look like a castle, right? What if? I don't know. Let's copy image address. Let's do that. What if we did this? What if we made it look like a castle? How sick would that be, right? Like, that'd be cool.
That would be pretty
So that was my
cool.
thinking. So I'm literally going to basically make this something that looks like a castle. I mean, I think it's pretty neat. We're gonna try it. Why not? A headset holder that folds up and down. It's actually kind of a good idea. I think we need about 2 more of these. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what I was thinking is something like this. We're just gonna... Oops. Just gonna move this over here real quick.
And you could put toggle switches on top of those.
I mean, you could, right? That's something you could do.
But then, well, whichever one's would have toggle switches would have to be hollow for internals.
Yeah,
That could be
That's
that could be
true.
a thing. Literal battlements. That is correct. They are the battlements.
literal. Yes, literal battlements for my sweet little keyboard here. That is exactly what I am doing. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how it looks because we don't really know, right? So we're just gonna kind of draw it out here and get an idea, and see if we even like it. If we don't like it, we'll abandon it. And luckily with this program, it's super easy. I can abandon it and just make another copy and start over. It's okay. I'm not like scared or anything. Okay, so then I can turn the switches on. See what it looks like real quick. Let me turn those off real quick. View, where are you? Let me save it first before I do anything. Attachment points. There we go. All right. So we don't have the perfect keycaps for this. What keycaps are we going to use? Who knows, right? Like, we could use Cherry Profile, or we could use OEM, or we could use, DCS or whatever it's called, Flatbone basically, or DSA. I mean, or something similar. But probably we'll use Cherry or OEM style, I imagine.
Yes.
Because that'd be cool. So then we have these, right? And I was thinking, we do some pattern like this around the top and the sides, and leave the bottom empty, right? So it's kind of like this cage, this castle for your keyboard, right? You put it in there, and it's like enclosed in this castle.
It'd be really cool if you machined out a top part with like reverse battlements that would fit over the top.
Over it.
It'd slot in
That could be
to
interesting.
the battlements.
That could be.
And maybe it could be made out of like plastic or acrylic, so like you could still see through it and see your board.
Right.
But protect it at the same time.
That's a good idea. Let me add some down the sides here. See what they look like. I'm gonna turn the switches off again.
And then you could have latches.
Latches to lock it.
Mm-hmm.
Pop it and lock it.
Heck yeah. You don't want people, accidentally getting to your battle station and, launching nukes around the world.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No, that'd be pretty bad.
Be terrible. That would be awful. We don't want anybody nuking anybody else. I don't think you need it. It's not about moving it, Geo. It's about just having something cool for your... 2-point. Center point here.
Where's the brass weight?
Where's the brass weight?
Well, what if we just made all the battlements out of brass?
We haven't got that far yet, Megaforce. Okay, we haven't got that far. Just hold your horses. Oops. All right. So we can start here with something like this. Just make the whole board out of brass. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's what I was thinking. Because I think these things right here, these battlements, would look super cool out of brass, or like if the whole thing was brass, or even steel, or really whatever, right? Like we could do something like rounded tops. Here, let me throw them in here for you.
Chrome plated.
Check them out. Let's see. 2 millimeters. Let's try. You know what? Let's do chamfers. Hold on.
Let's
do
just make the
chamfers
whole
first.
bottom of the keyboard a fish tank.
A fish tank? That kind of would be dope.
Kind of like
That
how,
kinda
you
would
know,
be
people
dope, I
used to
have
have
to admit.
those shoes with fish in them,
Let's try
the
3.
platform bottoms.
That might look okay.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
okay,
Ooh, I
yeah.
like that. Okay.
Yeah,
We're
not
getting somewhere. See,
bad.
this is how the design goes. You kind of play with stuff, right? And then you just go, "Oh, I like it." And then if you don't like it, you just screw it. You make a new one. Now, let's put it on all of them. We'll see what happens. We may like it. We may hate it. Just machine the whole thing out of Hastelloy C22, to be honest. No. Unselect, will you? I didn't. Delete.
You should make the corners like the cone ones, like towers, because you're at the corners.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so it kind of looks okay. Right? It's not terrible. I kind of like the better square.
I think it'd be better this way if it was symmetrical, but it's not.
What do you mean?
Are they?
It'll be symmetrical.
Right now it isn't.
I just threw them in there. We'll
Yeah.
make them symmetrical. Like we'll make them symmetrical if you want. If you want me to show it to you, I can do it that way too. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead and make it symmetrical.
Okay, yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? So let's just delete this chamfer here. Let's go ahead and make it so we like the idea, right? So we're gonna go ahead and roll with it for a little bit. We're gonna make the whole thing symmetrical. Right? So I'm gonna start here and then I'll just mirror it to the other side.
Yes.
Okay. Let's delete that. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. Low profile keyboard. No, this is not a low profile. What about this seems like low profile keyboard to you?
The battlements.
No, man, it's gonna be above. It's gonna be above. Look here, let me turn the switches on for you. See how tall this thing is? It's tall. The idea is make it tall as hell and be above the keys, so it looks like the keyboard is in a castle. Right? That's kind of the idea behind it. So we're rolling with it. Yeah, Gio. There you go. You guys wanted high pro. I'm going high, okay? You wanted high? I got real high for you, buddy. Don't you worry about that. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, actually. I want it to look goofy. Okay. Because I want this to be on the edge of this keycap and this keycap so it lines up with the gap here and the gap here. So I don't want it to look too weird if I have a different... Let's see here. Alright, yeah, that should be good. Let's just make a copy and stick it over here. I like Huey's idea of the towers in the corners. Just make the corner ones a smidge taller than the rest. Perhaps we will look at that when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely will look at that. Sit on the edge. Yeah, nice. All right. Now I'm gonna make a copy. Let's see. Let's just make one for now. We'll see what kind of distance we like. Or we could measure it, I guess, and then figure out how many we could fit there.
Yes.
Yes. Annotation. DivX is 190. And how wide is this thing? 22?
Math.
190. So like 8.6 of them. If we did it at that, let's try it. Oh wait, that's if I fill up the whole thing. Whatever. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it.
I mean, just do it and then delete every other one, right?
We're gonna do it and then we're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that look better? I'll do this the lazy way.
I think they're too close together, TBH, but
You
we'll
think they're
roll
too close
it.
together?
We'll roll with it for now. Maybe we can let.
Well, I think so. I kind of want this gap to be wider, right? To seem like this is, you know how they have like the archer windows where they can like shoot out of the archer windows. So I kind of was hoping to make this gap to be that kind of thing.
Okay.
We could make these ones taller, and then like these ones shorter and farther apart. And then they have the towers on the corners or something like that. That might be kind of an interesting look. Let me just finish this, and then I'll save it, and we'll start messing with the different looks, because I can do that really easily to just make copies and stuff, unlike the unnamed program that I used to use.
Was the unnamed program you used to use relatively solid and occasionally worked?
Occasionally. Occasionally. Oh, you know, actually I didn't want to link those. I just wanted to move. Fuck. I mean, darn.
Oh, darn.
Delete that. Box.
Geo. So when did SolidWorks kill your loved one?
Years ago, my friend. Years ago. When you spend a lot of years using it, you learn to hate it. Really, truly. You truly do. Oh no, we're making the same height.
Maybe that's one of the
Hopefully
chat.
not make anybody sick here.
Maybe
Sorry.
that'll be one of the Google form options for this episode. We can have people decide if they want tall battlements, short battlements, alternating tall, short battlements, narrow gaps between them, wide gaps between them, or narrow gaps with wide gaps between the bigger spaces, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can also like do these designs a little bit, and then people can kind of choose which, like, we can give them a choice A, B, or C, or something like that. Like, which style do you like better? Which thing is cooler to you? So yeah, I think that's an idea for sure. CNC case, we don't need that. We need this through here. Q space. Point to point. I don't know if this is gonna work actually, because mirror link. Okay, that'll work. We'll make it work. We don't have a final size for the overall thing keyboard yet, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. All right, so this is kind of our base now. We're gonna go ahead and just make this an assembly. Blue assemblies into a single unit. We will call this one Castle 2, baby, and then we will make a copy of it.
Yes.
Yes, and then we will name that one Castle 3. Boom, done. See, now we can modify this one. I will hide this one away. I can actually suppress these out, so I'm not using them anymore. And we can come back to those later so we don't lose any ideas. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so you were talking about having shorter ones here, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, wait, I gotta unlink them first. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't like that. I have to do it one at a time. Well, that's exciting. Shit. All right. Let's see here. So, all right, unlink these 4. I'm only going to do one side because then I can just mirror it.
Yes. Because we have the technology.
We have the technology, man. So cool. Oh, shit. All right. Is there any explaining of anything that you guys think I need to throw in here? Or do you want to know more about what I'm doing and what buttons I'm clicking or anything? Well, let me know. I will happy to go over stuff with anybody. Huey, what are you doing? I hear you typing away over there.
Yeah, I was working on the Google form, so it'll be
You're
ready.
working on the. Oh, okay, sweet, awesome. That sounds wonderful.
What should I ask? So, first question: should we have battlements on the Castle keyboard? Second question: short battlements or tall battlements, or alternating, or only tall in corners? Third question: battlement spacing, wide or narrow? Anything else?
Towers? For right now,
towers and corners.
I think we're good. Do we want to add a moat? I don't know. We can work on that. We'll see how far we get on this. We may or may not. How do you groom your beard so nicely? Actually, it's not groomed nicely right now, but I usually go to a barber. She didn't have any appointments for today, though, so I didn't get it done today, even though I wanted to. I need a haircut and a beard trim. I've started going more than twice a year. That's how I do it. Okay, so here's the battlements. The wide ones are here. I don't know. This looks kind of weird now.
I think only the 2 middle ones should be the tall ones, or there's 4.
So I should make these 2 also shorter.
Yes. That's what I think.
But these are wider spaced. So
Or maybe those inside ones to be shorter then. If you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
I feel like all
that's what
4
I'm
of those
wondering.
is too much, so I feel like you should kind of alternate those in some way. Either those outside ones to be shorter, or the inside ones be shorter.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, I was thinking these 2 right here in the middle.
Let's try it. I believe in you.
You believe in me? Oh, thanks, Huey.
Yeah. Geo says the inside.
The inside. He would say the inside. I'm just waiting for Olivia to show up and say, "Is it going to be rose gold?" Because, you know, that's a thing.
Could be.
Could be. Now my browser history is full of castles. Yeah, I know. I know that feeling. Found that one out this week.
Yeah, it looks definitely better like this.
Yeah, it looks better. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save this one off. Okay, Castle 3. We can come back and finish them and polish them later, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Screw that. We're going to do it now.
Hold on. Leave your screen there 1 second without touching anything. Because I want to take a snip for the Google Form so people can have an idea.
Well, not yet. Not yet. I'm going to put chamfers on the top. And then
Okay.
you can take a snip.
Well, I'm going to take a picture of this for chamfer or no chamfer question.
Oh
There we
my
go.
gosh. Okay, fine. Oh my gosh, Becky.
Yeah. How the hell do I spell cham? Okay, so right. Just on a word.
CHAM.